Alrighty, so Gatchiakuta has to be the most popular and underrated show of this month and year. If you guys haven't already seen it, then spoilers ahead, but since you're already here, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get on that road to 3,000 subscribers, and I want to hit that bitch before the year is over, because your boy still hasn't landed a job yet. But anyways, starting off with the episode, we have Rudo living it up in the slums after being abandoned by his OG parents, and I have to say, that's kind of fucked up. Something having to deal with murder, but we'll get to that later. So Rudo is taken in by this other man, and actually, he has some good parenting skills. You know, that man is teaching him to be a normal fucking person, or trying his damnedest. You know, he's not father of the year, but he's giving it his best. For those who don't know, his dad, or adopted dad, is named Regto. He will be important in this story later on. Now, Rudo has a particular interest, I will say, and it's basically in just collecting junk. I'm not even gonna cap with you. That man is a dumpster diver through and through. Now, this becomes a prominent feature of his lifestyle as this story progresses, and holy shit, who knew a man could just use trash just for damn near anything? But you know what they say, another man's trash is another man's treasure. Speaking of trash, the most things that happen to be thrown out or tossed away or just basically get broken and just not have any usefulness to it at all. For Rudo, it's the exact opposite. He sees usefulness in the most broken and discarded things, and he likes to fix them up. Like a mechanic, but much, much fucking poor. I'm talking, these guys are damn near destitute. Now, if you haven't noticed, on Rudo, he wears these big-ass gloves. You know, he sort of has them all the time, walking around every day, each scene. And, one thing about these gloves is that they are very important because they will unlock his superpower coming up. He doesn't know he has powers, but, oh boy, he's gonna find out. Now, outside of the reason of wearing the gloves to just help him go dumpster diving even more, better, he has to wear them because this man's hands are burnt to a crisp. I'm talking 3rd-degree burns, 2-face levels of scarring on this man's hand. You would have thought Batman was beating the fuck out of him, right? No. And I have to say to that, bro, what the fuck was his dad thinking? What was he doing to this child? Holy fuck. Rudo's hands are damaged so bad that he has to constantly wear bandages and those gloves and have them maintained daily, or it'll get infected or whatever like that. It's just super bad that he has to wear these gloves majority of the time. Now, you would think, oh, this has to be the worst living situations for Rudo and his adopted dad so far, and you would be correct. These motherfuckers are living in the slums. It is a entire cityscape, or for the show's correct terminology, a sphere that's basically like a floating landscape in the fucking sky. But most folks, it looks like they don't know about this and has become like very tribalized. And you gotta read the rest of the comic for that, but holy shit, I'm not gonna get into it. Read more of the comic, you'll know. Now, the city is basically divided up into segregated areas. You have the left, and you have the right. Now, on the left, you got the clean parts, high society, high quality, fancy shit, right? Motherfuckers is taking care of their stuff. On the right, you have Detroit and Chicago, mixed in with the slums of Brazil. All roped up in one, just on the edge of the cityscape of where this goddamn sphere is, like, hovering, right? And if that doesn't paint a picture for you, I will show you what paints a better one. They live on the edge of a goddamn chasm. I'm talking an abyss to nothingness. Just darkness in this scene. Do you see this scene right here? Now tell me if you can see anything in the distance. No? That's what the fuck I thought, because I couldn't see anything either. And you know what these people do on both sides? They use these chasms or dumpster sites to drop trash and other meaningful things that go to waste, whether it be food, bacteria, waste, toys, clothes, just random garbage in general. They all use it on both sides of the town to get rid of anything that's not of use anymore. And boy, do I mean not of use anymore, because they also, along with trash, throw out human beings. When I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is going on with this show? These niggas is in a cult. Now, the only jurisdiction I've seen from this episode is that if you commit a crime on the instance of, like, stealing trash, or just stealing in general, or even murder. Wink wink, Rudo's dad, his original dad or parent, he got caught because he sort of murdered someone and just got his ass out of there, and they threw his ass off the cliff edge. I'm not joking, that's exactly what happens. And, yeah, this entire cityscape is fucking crazy. Now, as Rudo is trying to find himself and grow up, essentially, as a goddamn child in this crazy-ass city, where you got clean people on one side and you got the slums on the other, a lot of stupid shit starts to happen in his life. For one, he finds interest in a female and a girl for the first time in his life because he's never felt or seen affection from that gender. And, the next thing, his goddamn foster father dies. He gets stabbed up coming home after a random day, right? And all hell breaks loose. Rudo gets arrested, strung up like a goddamn slave, and then he gets dropped into the pit. I am not joking. His life went from 0 to fucking 0. And I thought it was the end of that. But you would be mistaken. This motherfucker is alive. Seeing as Rudo is still alive, this man survived a fall from heaven and walked it off like it's nothing. Bro, Rudo is already goddamn OP. What? You gotta love it. So, after dealing with monsters and beasts, not even just regular beasts, these goddamn monsters are made up of nothing but trash. I'm talking garbage disposal, waste, and junkyard materials. And that didn't even stop Rudo from having to take off. This man booked it so quickly after seeing and discovering these fucking things were alive and that he was in their goddamn living room. And when he booked it, I'm talking this man took off, damn near dying in the middle of trying not to breathe in the bubonic plague all around him. Had this nigga coughing, wheezing, and sneezing out his vital organs and shit. Bro, it got so bad he had to lock in real quick and get his new ability, grabbing the closest nearest of debris and just swinging that shit for the fences, knocking the trash beast out like that. And that didn't even stop the rest of them that were coming in. I think this motherfucker was actually surrounded. And with some efficiency you would see from someone with pure anger management skills, this man started destroying shit left and right, grabbing a pole, grabbing a goddamn sheet of metal, just anything he could get his hands on to get the fuck away from these goddamn monsters, bro. Like, if you put me in a situation where I'm surrounded by monsters and the nearest fucking 10-year-old grabs a piece of metal and smacks the shit out of these things like he's just playing baseball, going for a home run, yeah, you got it. You got it. I'm gonna be in the background. I don't need no smoke. Protect me. Bro, Rudo was boxing a goddamn skyscraper of trash and garbage disposals with nothing but willpower and the hate for bad odor. Shit, no wonder Jabber likes his ass so much. This little nigga got heart. He got heart. Now, speaking of Jabber, this homicidal Freddy Krueger looking motherfucker with the locks of a Florida man is on a whole nother level and he has to be stopped. I'm not fucking joking. When I saw him on screen, I knew the show was not finna let up and people were gonna just start dying around this character. I mean, look at this nigga's face and tell me he does not emit Black Air Force energy. Bro, we're gonna have to wait for the next review because holy shit. This man is going balls to the wall, and I mean that in the most platonic sentence. Crazy.